Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Down channel. We're here in downtown Las Vegas on the Fremont Street experience on a Saturday evening. The crowd is looking kind of light right now at 7 p.m. Would have expected it to be a little bit busier. I think a lot of that has to do again with the fiatization of Las Vegas, where they charge you a fee for breathing air and drinking water and walking on the floor and everything that they charge fees for here in this town. Not yet, but they will. But in the meantime, they are, of course, charging fees for your resort fees, your parking fees, and just about everything else that they can think up. They've also got surge pricing now at the restaurants. So what that means is if a restaurant that you want to go to is busy, and let's say it's a restaurant that overlooks the Bellagio fountains down there on the strip, right? Well, if it's really busy, their menu prices surge higher because of the demand at that particular restaurant. So your $20 burger could suddenly become $30 if it is deemed to be busy at that particular time and location. So that's something new that the restaurants have dreamt up. The restaurants were, of course, charging convenience fees and what were they calling them? Restaurant service fees that they were just tacking onto people's bills. And if you saw it and you mentioned it to them, they would take it off. But you had to see it and then mention it to them, which, of course, a lot of people don't, because a lot of folks are imbibing and they're not paying any attention. They're just signing and that's it, and moving on. But very slick with a lot of the fees that they've got around here nowadays. So definitely be careful. Always check your receipts for everything. It is very, very important. Especially if you're, trying to make every dollar stretch down here in Vegas. As always, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other folks here on YouTube. Take a look at some of this art here. Really, really cool stuff, I think. All by hand, spray painted. These are all $50 each, or at least it was a month ago. I don't know if his prices have changed, but it's $50, and it was like 21 by 18 or something like that on the size. So it's kind of a peculiar size for framing. I purchased one and love it. It's up in my room. I sound like I'm 12. So we're coming up here to Casino Center Boulevard here at what I call the big corner. You have Golden Nugget over there on the left, Binion's over off to the right, Four Queens off behind us to the left, and then, of course, Fremont Casino back behind us to the right. So you have four big casinos all stretching an entire city block, all meeting at this one intersection. There's Fremont Casino there, owned by Boyd Gaming. You can see the overhead canopy doing its thing there. And then, of course, Four Queens right there. You see the hotel towers pretty much set back from the Fremont Street experience here, of course, to try and soften the noise that comes out from the the concerts. They do have three live bands going down here on Friday and Saturday nights usually. So yeah, that'll generate quite a bit of noise. And then if the Downtown Event Center has something going on, that's a fourth stage that has even more music. So yeah, it's you might want to, if sleep is very important to you when you're in Vegas, you might want to ask for a room that is away from the noise of Fremont Street. It might even be worth it for you to slip them a 20 while you're checking in to ask them for that room away from the noise, because again, it can get pretty loud down here. I've talked to folks who said that they had a hard time sleeping down here because of all the noise. Now the concerts and all that do stop at 2 a.m. However, by the time 2 a.m. comes, a lot of people, of course, early risers and all that, so they may get 3 or 4 hours of sleep, if that, at that point. So just something to bear in mind, one of those other little nuances about Fremont Street down here. Also, please check out my wife's brand new channel. It is called Cinnamon and Jupiter. Common spelling on both of those here on YouTube. She does some terrific spirituality and astrology videos. And even if that's not your thing, if you could still please like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to us. Be very grateful to all of you. So we've got a line here to get into what looks to be a concert. They have their summer concert series down here, and it looks like they've got detectors up there to inspect the crowd. We're going to go inside here at Binion's to Whiskey Liquor and head upstairs. There's a picture of the old Mint that used to stand in this location back in the day. And here's the second floor of what is known as Whiskey Liquor Up. And there is what we call Paradise, the keg room in there, right? And as always, please do remember, it is the journey here on the Vegas Don channel, where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. Thank you all so very, very much. We will see you guys on the next one. Really appreciate you guys.